Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I don't have enough hands because there's a lot of pieces, but I bought a kit that includes this 18 to 135 millimeter lens, which is pretty awesome. I also got with it a package of filters, or sorry, these are the magnifiers. Yes, I got the +1, +2, +4, +10 magnifier macro lenses. Those are for taking pictures of things really super close, and you can pretty much read somebody's fingerprint off something. They're pretty freaking cool. Also came with a set of other filters, filters, sorry. You get a 3-pack of these different filters here. This is actually one of them. My wife will know more about what these are for than actually I do. But this one's called a Cpl filter, and it actually, the lens rotates on this ring. I don't get the purpose for that, but I put it on the camera and it's like, okay, that's different. The one lens that I really thought was cool in here is this purple one. It's actually pretty neat. And there's also UV. So you've got a UV filter lens. And this purple lens is actually really cool. So I like that. That's neat. So anyway, I got the kit from Amazon. It comes with a bunch more stuff. You actually get a little blower thing, you get a brush, you get a bag to hold the lens in, which I've got kicking around. You've also get a couple like little lens stringy things so you don't lose your lens cover, right? Attaches the camera and stickies to your lens cap. You get a couple of those, some Q-tips, some other stuff. The whole kit, it's also supposed to have a tulip shade thing, kind of actually like this one. Just let me take this off here. So you're supposed to get one of these that also has some kind of a cap on the bottom. That was missing from my order, and I'm not sure if I'm too late to crab or not about that, but I think I'm going to crab anyways, because yeah, I paid for the bloody thing. I didn't even notice until today, and I'm like, I've had this kit for a little while, so I don't know. We'll see if complaining helps get me my tulip piece, because that's supposed to be in that kit. That kit was $519 Canadian, or $519.99. Just rounded to $520, which is, geez, 1 penny. That doesn't exist anymore. Well, cyberspace it does, I guess. Anyways, so I've tried out all this stuff. Using the macro amplification lenses, as I like to call them, they're pretty cool. I didn't even realize what they were for at first, because they don't say macro on the lens, but it is in the ad. But when you try the lens out, there's no way you're focusing anything in at any kind of distance. But if you go right up close, like I was up close to my board here, and just with the lens unzoomed, of course, and it's like, wow, you get just that right spot, and it's like, poof, right in your grill. It's like, I think I can read my fingerprint on there. That's pretty flippin' cool. So yeah, for really superb close-up things, if you want to take some pictures, that's definitely really neat. So I tried the 135 lens out at a distance, actually earlier today, for just to see, you know, zooming across my neighbor's field, which from my door to his tree line has got to be somewhere close to at least 1,000 feet or more. And yeah, those trees come up really close, and it's raining outside right now. You can literally see the raindrops, and my movie mode right now on my camera for shooting my video is set at 1080. So can you imagine what 4K would look like? Oh my gosh. Also, there's a feature on this camera too, my T8-1, for peak manual focus. You can literally see the freaking bark when it's all zoomed in with the lens, and it's like, wow, that's like got to be at least 1,000+ feet away, and like I can literally see the bark edges. It's like, that's freaking cool, and that's just set on the camera with 1080p. So yeah, but I think I need a much more powerful zoom lens. 135 I thought would be pretty good. But I think I need a lot more powerful than that. So I'm going to take a look at Amazon, see what they've got. If not, I'll go to Canon's website I think ideally what I'm looking for is something around 500 millimeter would be more to what I'm after for a zoom lens. See, I want to do, once the spring and the summer hits, we get some really nice, you know, moonlit nights. I'd like to zoom in on the moon and kind of look inside a crater. That's kind of the zoom power I'm looking at. Maybe shoot a video of that and take some snapshots. You know, I don't think we're going to see Jupiter or Venus or, you know, Mars for that idea, but you know, we're definitely going to get that moon close up is the whole idea. And I want to see how this thing takes pictures of and records very starry night scenes in 4K. Really see how good these entry-level DSLRs are, because this is an entry-level DSLR. It has the mirror on it, but Canon classes it as entry-level, so they have like 3 basic levels, and I'm like, well, hey, you start out at, you know, a little over $1,000 and you get a pretty nice camera here, so, you know, can't really complain. But anyways, so as far as the kit package goes, I am missing a part, which turns out, yeah, I'm going to be crabbing, I think, to see if I can get that replaced. If not, I'll just buy one. I don't care. They're cheap anyways. But regardless of that fact, as far as the main kit goes, not including the missing piece, I'm not going to count that as part of my star rating. So I would say definitely as far as the quality of the optics go, on the lens itself, and it is a Canon lens, as far as the optics, how these filters work, and how the macro little zoom in jobbies work, I would say definitely I have to give this entire kit a very easy 4.5 out of 5, and I think that's more than fair, to be honest with you. I would like to give it more, but realistically I really can't. Now, nothing is perfect. Now, the lenses that they give you, these zoom lenses for macro shooting, as well as the filters, they're not Canon. They're made by other companies. So it's kind of like, why can't we just do a whole Canon package? You know, like, hello? But apparently not, and that's okay. Maybe it would have cost me twice the money, who knows. I'd have to price those things out individually and see what they'd be worth. But I do like the Canon lens, though, and I'm glad I do have an actual Canon lens for the Canon camera. Now, there are many different lenses you can use, because these are what's called an EF-S. So when you're looking for lenses for your T8-1, T7 I believe would be the same as well. There's a lot of cameras these are actually compatible with. You want to look at the EF-S lenses. Those are the ones that are just going to go and mount no problem and work with your camera, at least for this one anyways. And like I said, you know, it'll list a pile of different cameras that the EFS lenses are compatible with. I don't know of any other lens versions that are compatible with the Canon. I'd have to look that up myself. But as far as what I know about mine, oh, sorry guys, don't mean to yawn on camera. That's a first for me. I'm running on about 5.5 hours of sleep. Sorry. Plus I've been cutting videos all morning. But anyways, but as far as all that goes, I think 4.5 is more than fair. Now, as far as the money goes, is it worth $520? I believe so. You do get a lot for your money, and you know, you are getting very good quality optics. And even though those extra lenses are not made by Canon, they are very good and very clean. So I have to give them kudos for that. So, you know, they're definitely a cheaper product line, and sometimes you can spend less and get more. It can actually happen, believe it or not, a lot of times. So, but I'm glad I did get an actual authentic Canon lens, because I was pretty picky on that. I wanted what I wanted. Now I am going to price out an actual Canon lens in the higher millimeter, and I'm going to put it up against you know, a third-party brand that's still going to be compatible with my camera. And I'm going to check all the reviews, like, very intensely, not just written reviews, but also, you know, YouTube reviews as well, to find out people's opinions on the two different optics. to see which way is the better way to go. Sometimes it is better to go with the brand name of your camera, but sometimes no, you don't have to. Anyways, so that's where I'm at with this. If you guys got any questions, comments, feel free to ask them. Don't ask me much about these filters or what all the purposes are. I personally don't know that much about them. Growing up, you know, I've been into cameras my whole life. Especially my father and I, we've had our own dark room, actually a color dark room at that. So we did color and black and white in there. And we were really big into the cameras, you know, between me and him. My sister, not so much. Mom, never going to happen. You know, give her a Polaroid one shot. She's good. Push a button. Look at that, a picture. It's instantly developed. My dad and I were more into the more techie stuff. But even he didn't really use filters and stuff. But he had a variety of lenses. He had really cool cameras. You know, and I had my own Partica, I think it's called Practica or Partica 4 camera. It was the one that he actually bought me as my first 35mm. And I was actually able to swap lenses from his camera, which is a totally different brand, onto mine and just use them, right? Because he's not going to let the kid out with his expensive gear, you know. So it's like, but I'll let you out with my zoom lens, but be very careful. It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, we get it. And I took some amazing shots of the moon even back in the day. And I don't even remember what his zoom lens was. But yeah, it sucked up that moon like right in your grill. So it was pretty cool. Anyway, so I always like cameras. The cameras always have a good thing. I'm just not an addict, you know what I mean? But I love digital technology nowadays. It's like take your videos, take your snapshots, throw them on your computer. Away you go. I mean, so much better. No muss, no fuss, no waiting, no darkroom needed. It's great. Anyway, so thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, got a lot out of it. We'll definitely be using some of this gear more often. When I do start using the filters, even for outdoor stuff, I will let you guys know during that particular video what we're using from the kits, so that you get an idea of, you know, how these things are working with what we're doing at the time. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching, and see ya.